LRC. Okay, guys, got something pretty cool today. This is the LRP Antics S10 BX3 Clubracer, the S10 Blast. And I saw this pop up on AMain's website, and it was out of stock. So I just asked them, I hit that little button that says, remind me when it's in stock. And then I got the reminder, and then I went and checked, and then it was out of stock again. I was like, oh boy, okay. Then I saw it was back in stock just from browsing the website. I just stumbled across it. So I bought it. It was only $149. But I bought it, and then about 2 hours later, I got the email for the order or whatever. I noticed the email from the order, so I went online and checked, and then it was out of stock again. So you guys are buying this. But I haven't seen anything online about it, really, so I thought, let me just open this up with you guys, and let's see what this buggy really is, because apparently it's selling. People are running them. So let's take a look at it. Let's unbox this thing together. Slice! Ooh, that is a quality seal. Ugh. I'm making a mess here. Let's get this quality seal cut off. Yeah. Come on. Oh my God, I'm butchering this box here. There we go. Play hard, race hard. Pretty cool. Okay. Digging it. All right at the top of the box, we got the S10 Blast BX3 Antics stickers. Looks like we got some window stickers, some logos, brushless, brushed and brushless. I guess because it doesn't come with any electronics. Oh, hello. Why did I think this was a kit? I'm stupid. I don't know why I thought this was a kit. Where does it say that this is pre-built? I guess it said it on the website and I missed it. Oh, assembled and full ball bearings right at the top of the box. I mean, that is small though. Look at that. I don't know. In my head, I guess I thought this was a kit, but that's okay. I don't mind. Here's the rear wing. All right. Can I take this out of the box? Can I just take this out of the box? Nope. I got to cut it out. All right. Be right back. All right. Let's pull this roller out of here. Let's pull the roller. Oh, okay. I'll just get this out. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. All right. There's the roller. All hex hardware. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's get all this junk out of here. Don't need that. All right, here we go. Here's our roller. Let's get these wheel protectors off. Hey guys, when you get kits or whatever and they come with little foam blocks, don't throw these away. These can be used for battery spacers. They can be used for a lot of different things. Keep these, especially in this kit. These are very high quality. So plastic bodied shocks with aluminum caps and aluminum collars, oil filled from the factory. Shocks are big bore shocks as well. Really nice looking shocks, actually. Let's get this body off. Take the body off over here. Boing. All right, cool. Pre-cut. You can see it's got the plastic on there. I'm gonna paint that bad boy up a little later. Nice branded aluminum drive shaft in there. Very nice. Adjustable tie rods and turnbuckles and all that good stuff. Aluminum motor mount down in there. Looks like a plastic spur gear hiding down there. Comes with a metal 22-tooth pinion gear. The spur gear is plastic with a slipper clutch. I have no idea if there's metal or plastic gears in these diffs. Couldn't find any information anywhere. I don't know. I'm not going to know without opening these if there's plastic or metal gears in the diff. I'm not going to open them until I destroy them. Yep, okay, never mind. Metal gears are in the diffs. Nice. It's probably going to be fast because I'm putting a very powerful system in, but I guess we'll see what happens. Front CVDs, front and rear sway bars. That's good. This is your splash-proof receiver box. Arms look pretty beefy. They're not very shiny plastic. Usually when the plastic is shiny, it's an indication that maybe it's a little weak or a little brittle. This plastic is has a matte finish to it. And, I mean, the wing mounts are pretty flexible. Seems, yeah, I mean, the plastic seems like it's going to hold up pretty good. I'm actually pretty psyched to get this thing going. Steering moves very free from the factory. That's pretty good. High quality hex hardware all around, it looks like. That's your battery strap here. So it says on the box or on AMain's website that it needs a shorty style pack, but I'm going to see what I can fit in here. So the roller looks pretty good out of the box. I'm really psyched for this. This only cost 150 bucks. And it does look like you're getting a lot for your money. This looks like a pretty decent quality racer. Drivetrain is completely sealed. Nice. The body is nice. Pretty sturdy feeling Lexan. I don't know. Probably going to go with the neon yellow for this. We'll see. So yeah, just out of the box, the roller looks pretty darn good. Now, as far as electronics and tires, I forgot to order tires when I ordered this, but I do have... I have these here. These are the J Concepts drop steps in the rear. So I think I'm going to have to go with those there. And in the front, all I have are these J Concepts fuzz bite, the carpet munchers. So that's what I'm doing. Those are my tires that I'm running on this. But whatever. I mean, I'm not going to be racing it. I will be bashing this and launching it. So stay tuned for that. And don't forget to subscribe. Okay, also for electronics, I think... I have these two hobby wings that I haven't even opened yet. This is a 60 amp ESC, and then I have a couple of motors over there. But I think what I'm going to do is go with this hobby wing. I wrote 2 to 4S on it because the writing is so small. I looked it up. This is a 2 to 4S hobby wing brushless setup. This is going to be overpowering this, but I don't really care. This is what I'm going with. I don't care. This is going to be a 2 to 4S LRP BX3. Now, it all really depends on the battery anyway. I'm not sure I have a 4S battery that can fit in here anyway, so I'll probably be running this on 2S, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Anyway, this is what I'm going with. And then for a steering servo, I have this guy. I think that's probably too small. I have this one, Amazon special here. And then I also have this Eco Power one. This is like a slim, low profile one. I'm probably going to go with this. Boom. And then for the radio, I'm going to go with this Fly Sky Clunker. I got it off of Amazon for like 45 bucks. Good radio for the money, but this is what I'm going with. Okay, so steering servo. Got the 2 to 4S hobby wing system going in. This is the G2, by the way. I believe this is, this is the G2 120 amp that's going in. This one can go back over there. I'll get back to you later. So tires by J Concepts, mixed match pair, but I don't really care. Got an Amazon special 25 kilogram steering servo going in, and I got a hobby wing G2 2 to 4S brushless system going in. So let me throw a coat of paint on this body. Let me throw a couple of these stickers on. Let me throw these tires on. Let me throw this servo in. Let me throw the brushless motor in. And let's get this thing off the ramp. Woo! So, I'm working along here just to get all the electronics and everything situated. And I'm noticing that the hex hardware, the hex screws with this kit are extremely high quality. They're branded, but I can't make out what it says because they're so small. But very high quality hex hardware throughout so far. And just a little wrenching tip. Usually if I pull a part off, if I can, I put the screws back in the holes they came from, just so I can kind of keep everything organized and I know how it goes back together. Very nice looking slipper clutch setup going on in here. Okay, so I got the servo mounted. Decided to use my own aluminum servo arm. Actually, not my own. The servo arm that came with the servo. I decided to not use that, to go with the aluminum arm that came with this. So the receiver box is mounted on this chassis brace up here, right? Chassis brace is very flexible, by the way. So there's a lot of space between the motor and the standard size servo. You can see in here, you can fit a bigger motor than what I put in there because a little room still. But even if you're going from here to here, that's a lot of space for an ESC. And that's a good thing because this is a pretty big ESC and I have just enough room to get it on there. All right, I got these Power Hobby 3S battery packs that are going to fit perfectly right in there, actually. Boom, going 3S. Okay, guys, there's the roller. She's all put together. Electronics are in. Tires are on. Not a huge fan of the mixed match tires here. Kind of looks a little weird, but it'll be good enough to test on. These are carpet muncher front tires and some drop steps on the rear. So it's going to be a little weird. Just want to point out, as I'm fumbling around and getting everything set up, I just want to let you guys know that I didn't have to adjust any one of these tie rods out of the box. Camber toe all set very nicely out of the box. And also, the steering linkage was the exact length it needed to be. I didn't have to adjust anything. And I went around to try to just tighten all the screws, make sure everything was copacetic before I ran it. And all the screws were as tight as they needed to be. This is you get a lot of value. you know, add it with your money. It's $149. You're getting a ton for your money. These shocks, I haven't run it yet, but these shocks are just beautiful out of the box. The suspension on this buggy is insanely plush and just tight. Like, the buggy is tight. Everything on this little buggy is actually pretty cool. There's a couple of things I don't like about it. One being the wheel hexes. It has some very narrow plastic wheel hexes, and it ended up rubbing on the inside here. I ended up using some slightly wider wheel hexes that I had on hand left over from another kit, so I'm using those. Other than that, let's see how it rides before I give my final thoughts on this. But so far, very cool. This tire setup is bugging me. It's bugging me. I mean, you know what? I'm going to be bashing this thing. Whatever. We'll see how it does. I'm really anxious to get this out. I wish it wasn't raining right now. So I'm going to get the body painted tonight, and then tomorrow I'm going to get out and do some running. I'm going to start off with this 2S LiPo battery. Probably going to be more than enough power. But then after that, I'm going to 3S with this guy. And we'll see how she does. Let me get this body painted, and I'll see you out there. My dog's outside barking. All right, there it is. Slap the body together. And I think she's ready to get out, and let's do some runs. Cool. By the way, suspension out of the box. I didn't do anything to that suspension. Very good suspension. Really nice suspension out of the box. So the rear diff is wide open from the factory. Wide open. Front diff seems a little stiffer. Very slightly, but a little. I guess that's, you know, I guess it's just kind of a neutral setup out of the box. I'm getting a little worried. Something tells me I should open these diffs up before I run 3S on this thing. But maybe I just go crazy and just do it. I don't know. Parts are available. They have this QR code on the box. You scan this QR code and it's taking you to the page with all the spare parts. The box is loaded with QR codes, by the way. Here's their Facebook page. Then they have the spare part finder QR code, which is actually pretty darn awesome. And then they have the manual for another QR code and some other random information. But pretty cool, man. Gotta tell you, it's pretty awesome. So I hope these diffs hold up. Otherwise, I'm going to be scanning the part finder. All right, one last thing before we hit the ramp. I just did a little research online, and there is a ton of parts available for this on LRP's website. Not only are all of the stock replacement parts available, and when I say all, I mean everything, arms, everything is available to buy on LRP's website, but also lots of option parts, aluminum upgrades all around, heat sink, like all kinds of fun parts that you want to upgrade this with. You can find them on LRP's website. That's pretty awesome. I'm telling you, you're getting a lot of value for your money here. $149 new. You still got to buy all your electronics and tires and everything, but for $149, you're getting a very capable entry-level club racer. And that's how they're advertising this. And I think, honestly, even a pro would appreciate a lot that this buggy has to offer, especially for the price. I think this buggy is amazing. Amazing. So far. But we're going to get out and run some batteries through it. All right, there it is, all slapped together. Now let's get out and do some jumps. Okay, guys, the time has finally come. I'm out. I got the S10 Blast BX3 by LRP. I'm going to do some test runs. I got a 2S battery in here for now. Going to 3S later, so stick around for that. But I'm going to trim it up. I'm going to do some quick speed passes, and then I'm going to launch this thing off the ramp. We'll see how it does. Just getting her trimmed up. Actually, not much trimming to do, to be honest with you. That's 2S, guys. I'm on 2S. That's wide open throttle 2S. So if you're club racing, if you're going around a carpet track, I think 2S with this buggy is probably going to be plenty for you. It actually, it's like a little arrow. It really has a ton of steering, but it's very precise. Like, it goes exactly where you want it to go. It's actually pretty nice. Pretty nice, guys. I'm gonna take it easy with this 2S battery in here because I want it to last unbroken until I get to 3S today. I don't want to have to repair it. So I'm gonna do some speed passes, get all the parts moving, get everything lubed up, and then I'm gonna go 3S. All right, let's go wide open. It's pretty quick on 2S. So yeah, I'm here at the proving ground. I'm sure you guys can see why I come here a lot. I got about 1,000 yards in any direction of wide open space, off-road and on-road. So I usually come here. Got plenty of room to stretch their legs, you know? I'm just gonna do some speed passes really quick. I don't use GPS or anything like that. I don't really care about the numbers. It's either fast or it's not, you know what I mean? But if I had to guess on 2S, this is probably going about 32 miles an hour, which is plenty of power for club racing. 2S, baby. All right, let's do some 2S jumps. I'm gonna take it easy with these jumps, guys, so stick around for the 3S big jump. You know, I don't have the right tires on here for this. This grass is probably not the right terrain, but it does make for a soft landing. So I'm happy about that, especially when I go to 3S. That soft landing is gonna be helpful. But this is really built for entry-level club racing, probably carpet, because most people are racing 10 scale buggies on carpet nowadays. So if you're racing this on carpet, I'm sure you're gonna have a blast with it. But you know, I'm out here just trying to do some speed runs and some jumps and durability tested for you guys. I'm sure the racers are gonna get their hands on this and do some race testing. I'll be looking for those videos actually too. I don't have any carpet tracks around me, so actually I don't have any off-road tracks here. This is what I'm working with. Oh, and there we go. That is probably a battery issue. Let's see what happened. Power, yep, battery unplugged. Hold on. As you can see, I'm taking it easy in the grass. I don't want this thing to get hot. It's not built for the grass, so I'm not going to push it. I do like landing in the grass, though, I'm not going to lie. Whoa, right at myself. Yeah, there goes the wing. Yeah, this battery is going to keep unplugging. Every time I nosedive, the battery unplugs. Look at that. Every time I hit nosedive, the battery comes unplugged. Left a nice little divot there in the ground too. Whoa. Man, the steering setup on this is just, whoa. Yeah, look at that, battery again. I had some issues with my battery plug here. You know what, we're just going straight to 3S now. You get the idea with the 2S. Good enough for racing, but I need to go faster. Okay, so you get the idea of what it's like on 2S. So now I got a 3S in here. Let's see how this does. Woo, uh-oh. Just got pelted in the face with a pebble. All right. Nice empty lot here. Let's just do some 3S passes real quick, and then we'll do some jumps. Oh yeah, that's probably close to 55, 60 miles an hour. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, easy 55, 60 miles an hour. And this setup I have in here is capable of 4S. I don't even think I'm gonna go that fast. Whoa, guys. Oh my God. Wow. That is no joke. Can't even keep up with it with the camera. That's definitely 55, 60. Easy. Easy. Wow. And look, it's like a little arrow. That's half throttle. Those step-in tires are gonna last 5 minutes with us. That might be going faster than 60. This is one of those times I wish I had GPS, even though I don't care about numbers. I am curious to know exactly what that is, but regardless, guys, it is hyper fast. Just so you guys know too, I have not touched the slipper clutch out of the box. This is the box setting on the slipper clutch. All right, let's do some jumps. I mean, geez, dude. I barely even touched that. Barely even touched it. Oh, what the heck did I just hit? What was that? What the heck was that? You guys saw that? What the heck? I don't think I broke anything, but that was a rough, strange hit. I don't know what that was. Just caught it just right, I guess. I don't know. Interesting. That was weird, guys. Sounds like I got something stuck in the gears there. Probably like... Woo. What? Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh, broke something. Looks like I broke a shock. What did I? Oh, I broke the shock tower. Okay. Okay. Maybe that jump was a little big. That jump was probably a little big for this buggy. I know it's not built for this. But guess what, guys? This buggy is a lot of fun. Shock tower, all right, shock tower broke. But that was a big landing. Granted, it was in some soft grass. But that was a very big landing. Very big air. It landed on all fours, it bounced, but you know, that's just the way it goes. So considering, I mean, they do sell upgrade parts for this. There is carbon fiber aluminum parts available, so I think it's no good. I'm sure in a carpet racing environment, where you're doing moderately sized jumps to small jumps to no jumps, this is all fine and dandy. So don't base your durability on what I'm doing. what I just did was not normal for this type of buggy. It's just what I do. I bash things very fast on 3S with the hobby wing system I have. And I have the G2 120 amp 2 to 4S system. Really sends this thing to the moon. It's so fast. But yeah, all right, so no big deal. Broken shock tower, plenty of parts availability. Now I know what my limits are with this thing. Can't launch it too much, at least not with this shock tower, but nothing else broke. So I broke a shock tower, that's about it. Slipper clutch is set pretty nice from the factory. I mean, it had a lot of get up and go, and I guess it was slippery enough where I wasn't going to strip anything out on 3S because I was gunning it. So the gears are strong. Everything's holding up pretty strong. So I guess just a little bit of a plastic issue. But granted, I landed way out there, and I was way up there, probably about 25 feet higher in the air than this thing is designed to go. But yeah, I love this buggy. Very nice buggy, especially for $150, guys. If you're looking for a quick club racer, or if you're looking to get started in racing, I think this is a great place to start, guys. But yeah, awesome buggy. Awesome buggy. I'm gonna go home and order some upgraded shock towers. I'll see what else I can do, but I'm definitely gonna be upgrading this. It's so fun to drive. I want to upgrade it so that I can get it to a point where I can bash it. I can send it about where those geese are, way out there. And then I have some fun with it. There's your LRP Antics S10 Blast BX3 4-wheel drive buggy for 150 bucks. Guys, very good value. I suggest getting this one. Awesome. And as always, thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, you know, all that fun stuff. It really helps me out. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. LRC.